Texas comes right back, takes the one, reestablishes the one-goal lead, and that was Benedict. Brought the puck all the way out from his zone, got the shot off, and Benga was there with a beautiful falling down shot.
29-year-old Travis Banga with a go-ahead goal under 2 minutes left in the second period. Craig Menard and Penner with a watchful eye. Jacobson trying to save it. And here comes Adams.
I didn't think Benedict's shot was particularly troublesome, but again, you give up a rebound on these games, you're going to pay the price.
Conrad Reeder with a shot. Number 7, Skorchinski almost taken out. 1:18 left in the second period. Quinn back on the ice for the Brahmas, number 40. Here's Pankowitz. He fanned it. Rouleau ends up with it. To Quinn. Quinn with a shot just to the right of Penner.
That one whistled just by the left post. Penner had no chance at that one.
Under a minute. McConnell goes down. Reeder in the middle. Reeder with a shot reaching out in the 6th save by Yeager. 48.7 left in the period. 3-2 Texas leading.
Well, so much for Texas controlling the tempo and the pace. I mean, this thing is really ramped up here in the last 5 minutes. Since that 5-on-3 power play that Colorado stopped, they got energized from that. They really started flying around. Texas has answered that, but you know, we got a crazy hockey game. Very energized at this point.
4 goals in this period, and the face-off will come to the left of Brett Yeager. And it is won by Benedict. Or Benedict ends up with it, won by Deich. Here's Benedict trying to kick it away from Nelson. Taken into the boards by Ulansky. 35 seconds left in the period. Beatty off the stick of Banga.
There's a penalty. Brahmas, I believe, on Belinga.
Both number 10s. Steve Haddon of Colorado and Mike Belinga of Texas. That'll come with 29.1 left in the period.
Neither team dealing particularly well with prosperity in this game. I mean, you score a goal to tie it up, you immediately give it one away. You score a goal, take a one-goal lead, and now here's a really silly penalty. I guess that's Benedict they caught for the slashing.
It is on number 26, Brandon Benedict. No one has had more than a 1-goal lead. It'll be McGreen to face off for Colorado. He'll go against Grant Jacobson. And McGreen almost had a shot at it and cleared with 22 seconds left.
Well, McGrane has a nose for the puck. He's always around sniffing it for a goal. You can tell why he's one of their leading goal scorers.
Canoe cleared it. Here comes Nelson. Drop pass to McGrane. McGrane trying to get around Menard. He does. He sends it high.
5 seconds to go in the period.
Schneekloff. And that will do it.
Mercilessly for the Brahmas. Feel like how they were kind of on the ropes there, don't you?
Boy, you do. That should be 2 for Colorado. The Texas Brahmas leading 3-2. There's Benedict and Banga at the end of it. 3-2 at the end of the second period here of the 2009 Ray Muron President's Cup of the Central Hockey League. This is Texas Brahmas hockey on Metro Sports.
Time Warner Cable has Reel on Demand. You want a movie? It's there.
It's easy.
Yeah, but DirecTV says they have on demand, but then you gotta worry about downloading and broadband speeds and hard drives and queues. I guess it's a kind of on demand. It's like tofu turkey.
It sounds like turkey, but it's not.
Yeah, you can slice it like turkey. Never gonna be real turkey.
It's never gonna be real turkey.
Don't matter how much gravy you put on it.
10,000 shows per month instantly? DirecTV doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Remember when we were fascinated by this sound? Racing onto the internet through a dial-up phone modem. Woo! We thought that was fast, till competition came from cable and lit a fire under the internet. Movies and music and pictures, just like that. Cable fixed TV, the internet, and now phones made them all easy. Cable competes. We win.
Hey, I'm Anna, and I'm making a documentary about my life.
Do your thing, Paco. Flip it.
This is way better than reality TV. Because it's 100% me.
¿Bajaste mi música?
Love it. Said he used it for the film and it rocks.
Loca, te guillaste.
With the speed of Roadrunner, you have the power to be 100% you. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
And welcome back to the NYTEX Sports Center in North Richland Hills. John Nelson with Richie Witt. It is 3-2, the Texas Brahmas leading the Colorado Eagles in Game 3 of the CHL President's Cup Finals. It was 1-0 at the end of the first period, Texas. And then the Eagles got a Greg Pankowitz goal to tie it up at 1. We had 4 total goals in the second period. And then Benedict finding Matt Quinn. Quinn's second goal in this series. That made it 2-1. And then Ed McGrain beating Brett Yeager. That made it a 2-2 game. And then the Brahmas go ahead on this Travis Banga falling down goal. 3-2. The shots on goal at this point, Richie. The Brahmas 27. The Colorado Eagles 15.
Yeah, we talked about earlier that the Brahmas have kind of controlled the pace, except for the end of the second there when they didn't score on a 5-on-3. It seemed like that energized Colorado, and the pace of game really picked up the last 5 minutes. The Brahmas are going to start on the penalty kill for 1:31 here to start the third. You get a feeling that's really key. Colorado ties this thing up right off the bat. They'll have the momentum going into the third period. Brahmas can kill this out. They can kind of keep things under wraps and keep the game in their pace.
They have given that first goal of Colorado to Ed McGrain. So McGrain has 2 in this game. Initially, they get announced Greg Pankowitz, but the official stat sheet just given us, they have given it to Ed McGrain. So he has 2 of the Colorado goals so far. They're down by 1.
And he had the game winner in overtime the other night, so the last 3 Colorado goals, Ed McGrain. I think I'd pay attention to him.
Third period underway. Andrew Penner has 24 saves. Brett Yeager has 13 so far. As the Brahmas watch Colorado set up. And an attempt by Riley Nelson that misses. Out to McGrain. Over to Schneekloff. Short pass off of the boards to Riley Nelson. Back to McGrain. Schneekloff, and that one off the right pad of Yeager. Yeager did the splits with a save. Here's a shot off the stomach. Ulansky taking the shot. And Yeager with another save.
Couple of good saves, but again, he's giving up rebounds right in front. Sooner or later, that's going to cost you against a team like Colorado.
McGrain resets, and the Brahmas clear it.
Schneekloff with just an absolute giveaway there to reset. Lets Colorado make a line change, kills off about 10 seconds.
Brandon Benedict's penalty carried over into the start of his third. He's got 13 left in the box. Behind Hall, this one handled by number 32, Eric Adams. Haddon retreating 1 second, and they have killed it off. Steve Haddon setting up for Colorado. Both teams at full strength. Benedict cross court. He gets off of the ice. Pete Rouleau back on. Hogg in the corner, number 19. It's jammed up. It becomes loose. Adams. And that attempt misses wide. 2 minutes, 4 seconds into the third period. 3-2, the Texas Brahmas lead it. 1-0, they led at the end of the first.
Oh, there's a giveaway.
Nelson and the save, shoulder high by Yeager. Riley Nelson with a quick shot. The wrister and handled by Yeager.
Colorado is absolutely determined, obsessed almost, to score a goal through the chest of Yeager, it seems. That's about the fourth puck we've seen tonight hit him right in the middle of the Brahmas logo.
27-18, the difference in the shots on goal. And the face-off to the right of Yeager. Jason Deitch will face off for the Brahmas, and it is won by Texas. Benedict behind the skate of Benedict. Here's a Banga. Banga trying to get around Beatty. That becomes dislodged. Hard to the boards. Banga and a Hammond.
Tell you what, Banga's been a factor today. Only 6 games in the playoffs, only 1 goal, but he's been, right now, he's got the game-winning goal, and he's throwing his body around on defense. Heck of a game by a guy that hadn't done a lot in these playoffs so far.
Not many minutes played. To the center, Ulansky. In control by Kanunen. Right off of the stick of Ed McGrain. And offside.
Yep.
Jay Burney. Offside, 16:43 left in the third period. 3-2, the Texas Brahmas leading. They defeated Colorado 5-3 in Loveland in game 1. Lost in overtime 5-4 in game 2. Shepard got a couple of goals. Deitch and Benedict in that loss. Scott Shepard. And back to the action. Cleared as it rolls towards the Colorado goalie, Andrew Pinner. Travis Bunga getting the last goal for the Texas Brahmas. And a stoppage of play with 16.5 minutes left in the third.
You know, with Bunga's play today, it's just kind of it's an example of how deep this Brahmas roster is. I mean, Scott Shepard led them in scoring in the regular season, but only 20th in the CHL. They have that much balance, that much depth, and a great example today, Bunga, who hadn't played a lot in the playoffs, major factor today.
Bunga played for Rio Grande Valley last year, a team the Brahmas eliminated earlier this year in the playoffs. Round 1 to be exact. A 4-game sweep. Here's McConnell along the boards. And McConnell with about a 60-foot blast. Colorado trying to work free. Hogg. Adam Hogg, number 19. He and Fernie together. Nothing there. Hogg off the boards. And Yeager with a look up at the right time.
Yep.
Yeager.
I don't think he saw that one until it was right on him, but good reflexes.
Stuck his stick right out in front of him. That one handled by Jason Deitch. Deitch sends it off of the sideboard. Here's Burney. Burney, nice pass to Riley Nelson. Nelson fanned it, missed it. Goes Sewell, and he sends it wide. Backhander deflected off of the drive of Ulansky. And that one tumbles to the corner. And Cameron takes down Grosul.
I think Grosul might have taken himself down there. I think he was diving, trying to get a penalty.
Skorchinski, there he is, number 11, Tyler Skorchinski. Off with a skate and put in by Jacobson. Grant Jacobson.
I think we're going to see Sneakloth here. Just can't find the puck.
5:28, the time of the goal. Grant Jacobson, number 9, just slides it underneath Pinner. Pinner beaten for the 4th time tonight.
Actually, that was a Grosul who tried to clear the puck, fanned on it. It kind of hid in his blind spot, right under his skate, And he wound up kicking it into the open ice, and we got a 4-2 game. And now the Brahmas are feeling pretty good about things.
A 2-goal advantage. Grant Jacobson's first goal in this series with Colorado. And some breathing room for Dan Wildfong.
This is the recipe that Brahmas have followed all year, and they've cooked up the best barn in the CHL. Rely on Yeager, get some power plays, sneak a couple in, get a quirky bounce off a skate, take advantage of your opportunities. You look up and you're up 4-2, and the building is buzzing.
As the echoes reverberating off of the rafters here of the NYTEX Sports Center. And in this format, Richie, this 2-3-2 format, if the Brahmas go ahead 2-1, they get ended here this week.
Yeah, you talk about a quirky format in the finals. How about back-to-back games? Games 4, Game 5 will be Tuesday and Wednesday night right back here at NYTEX. So a day off and then back-to-backers.
No rest in those games. And that'll stop play with 14:09 to go in the third.
We're talking about the depth of the Brahmas with Bunga, who's only played 6 games in the playoffs, breaking out today with a goal and really flying around on defense. You know, the Eagles, like we said, their last 3 goals have been scored by McGrane. The Brahmas just today, 4 goals by 4 different goal scorers. That might wind up being the difference in this series, is that while the Eagles have a concentrated quality scores, the Brahmas can put it biscuit in the basket all up and down this roster.
Yeah, it has been all Ed McGrane in this series for Colorado, but we're going to need some more punch. Attempt by McLeod. Brahmas closing in on 30 shots on goal. Benedict, and feeds Dyche, who misses. Dyche right on. Missing a chance to make it 5-2. So the shots on goal now, 30-20, icing the call here. 50 total shots tonight. The Brahmas have 30 of them. They lead 4-2. I'll say one thing, as the promo says, Richie, if you were any closer to the action, you would be on skates.
This is an intimate barn, I like to call it.
Face off to the right of Brett Yeager. Jason Dyche and Adam Hogg, both number 19s of the respective teams. Dyche almost frozen. It's loose. Cameron is there along with Ross Rouleau. Saved on the edge by Beatty. 13-15 left in regulation. And a nice hit delivered by Skorchinski. Rattle the bones right there.
We talked about your scorers having to grind and the grinders having to score. That's Skorchinski, who has a goal and has been a major scorer for the Brahmas in the playoffs. There he is, laying the wood on the boards.
Jacobson had the shot deflected by Jay Burney, and the follow-up by Dyche.
Yeah,
and
there's
then a penalty upcoming. Jordan Cameron, the recipient.
That was Burney, and he didn't even get his money worth. He whiffed, but the attempt drew the penalty there. That was headhunting.
It'll come with 12:41 to go in the third period. The 2-minute penalty assessed to Jay Burney, number 16. I believe that is his second time in the box tonight. So the Brahmas with a power play for the next 2 minutes.
This is their chance right here to slam this door shut. I mean, they've set it up perfectly. They get a goal here, and you have to love their chances.
Kanunen trying to get over to Benedict. Menard Now behind the goal mouth, here's Kennard with a shot. It's high. Sliding attempt by Benedict, couldn't get any wood on it.
That was some beautiful passing, set up a shot to Kanunen, just a little high with a shot, but that was a gorgeous power play.
Dice trying to center to hit to Kanunen. Minute 30 left on the power play, off the glass. Around the stick of Benedict, and that one killed by Greg Pankowitz. Or not killed, as he sends it the length of the ice.
Wounded, how about that?
Yeah. Take a Band-Aid off of it. Here's Kanunen. Around one. Couldn't get anything on it. Number 29, Cameron with an attempt.
Well, you feel like Colorado's on the ropes right now, staggered a little bit. Just one more punch and they may go down. But so far the Brahmas have not been able to deliver the knockout blow.
It's that Texas hospitality here in the barn. 4-2, the Brahmas lead at 11:25 left in regulation. Mike Belinga. And Beatty there for Colorado. May have handled the puck with his hand.
Even a more testament to the Brahmas' depth we've been talking about. And we haven't even heard from Scott Shepard tonight, the second leading scorer. Had a hat trick the last time in Game 7 against Odessa.
Yeah, he came in with 10 goals in the playoffs.
I don't think he's been on the ice tonight.
Uh-oh. And is this an ejection? Conrad Reeder. Oh, they gave him the quick thumb.
He got the heave-ho, didn't he? Not the ejection, but a penalty. That's some of the Colorado frustration right there.
Conrad Reeder.
Oh, you're right.
I think they thumbed him.
You're right. He's gone. That's some of the frustration of Brahmas' defense right there. In the first two games of this series, lots of open ice for Reeder. He was using his speed down the left side, and tonight it's just been bottled up. Some of the frustration boils over. Something on the face-off he did. And how about a 5-minute major?
So, a 5-on-3 advantage for the next 35 seconds for the Brahmas.
And then 4.5, 5-on-4. So, well, the last time the Brahmas were in this good of shape, they gave up a shorthander. So, they need to be on their toes here, not let up. They have a chance to put this game away right here.
Ed McGrain will face off with Jason Dice. Oh, they're still not done. Five-minute major and a game misconduct assessed to Conrad Reeder. Well, there's a terminology, Richie, in football. That is, find a way or make one. And the Eagles can't do any of that tonight.
Yeah, that's a little loss of composure there from Reeder. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't see what he did. They're lining up for a face-off in the neutral zone. And next thing you know, he's got the heave-ho. I don't know if it was something he said. I don't think it was something he did, or that would have been some sort of physical altercation. But whatever he did, it was 5-minute major worthy.
And now Greg Pankowitz has come to the penalty box. So he'll serve up for Reeder. Is that the case?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Reeder's 5 minutes, but since he's left the building, Pankowitz will serve it.
Here's the face-off won by the Brahmas. 11-12 left in the third period.
Whatever Reeder said, I don't think it was family friendly.
Nice to be in the Lone Star State. To McLeod. Kanunen to Cameron. Off the skate of number 24, Aaron Gasul, who clears it.
That's a chance you don't have to take 5-on-3 there by Cameron. That was a sloppy pass. Didn't have to take that risk. The 5-on-3 now done.
Knudsen trying to set it up. McLeod. Short pass to Knudsen. Behind the goalie. Cameron. Benedict's in the middle. Well, they haven't even tried to nudge away Benedict right in front of the net. Now he goes to the boards. Dyche, McLeod, and Knudsen. And the shot by McLeod. Benedict trying to get it back. Nelson trying to clear it. That one overskated by number 32, Adams. Here's Knudsen.
These Colorado penalty killers are dead tired at this point.
Cameron trying to feed Knudsen off the stick of Knudsen. It sails high over the crossbar.
Puck's been in their zone now for going on almost 2 minutes. Good save there by Knudsen.
Inside of 9.5 minutes to play. To a knee, Cameron, and just missed it. And the Eagles and both the Brahmas now changing players. Bernie back on. No, he'll come off.
Still 44 seconds left in the 5-on-3. And then a 3:09 of 5-on-4 after that. The way the Brahmas are moving the puck around, Colorado's on their heels. Kind of like the chances of it being 5-2.
The Texas Brahmas in great position to take a 2-1 lead here at home. Jacobson on the face-off for the Brahmas. Back on the ice, Mike Valinga. Here is Valinga. And couldn't get it to Skorchinski. To the puck, Craig Menard. Ahead to Skorchinski. Menard. Back to Menard. And here's Bunga. Bunga and Jacobson. Bunga, Jacobson, and Valinga. All there together. This one's over, Richie. Brahmas are going to win this.
You had a feeling, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, dear. This is
Another
beautiful.
look at the 5th goal.
Beautiful hockey. Set it up perfectly. Pass across. That's how you play the 5-on-3. And again, Bunga heavily involved with the key assist there.
Time of the goal, 11:08. And the Texas Brahmas in command, leading 5-2. .33 shots on goal now registered by the Brahmas. Andrew Penner at the beginning of this period has stopped 24. And the team motto here in the playoffs, in it to win it, is holding true here in game 3.
And again, that was Bunga with a pass across the goal mouth. Skorchinski was the one that put that in. His second goal. Bunga now with a goal and assist, and the Brahmas just come at you from all angles. I mean, they've got so much depth, so much scoring with their first, second, even third lines that in this game they've overwhelmed the Eagles, who are a one-man show with McGrain.
Tyler Skorchinski, that is his 12th goal in the playoffs. 5-3, and they still have a power play for, well, they have 2:08 on the clock advantage. Benedict.
Yeah, 5-on-4 for another 2 minutes. Boy, Reeder's major really broke this game wide open.
That one off the pad of Penner. The Brahmas scoring 4 goals in their last meeting, a game that was lost in overtime in Loveland, Colorado. They lead by 3 goals here. Trying to work it through the slot and behind McLeod.
Yeah, I don't care who they're playing. You give Yeager 5 goals, 4 goals, and 5 goals. I like my chances against any team, even against Colorado in the CHL finals.
Even with an extra man.
Yep.
You could give them 7 on the ice. 7:20. 7 to play. 5-2 the Texas Brahmas on top. And here is Mike Valinga. McConnell. And McConnell taken out, saved by Rouleau. In the middle, it is open. Easy pickings. Just here, you take it. Pete Rouleau.
Is that Quinn? I know Valinga sends it in the middle. Here comes the puck out along the boards. Valinga takes the shot. I think you're right. I think that was Pete Rouleau.
Finished
it looked like
off
Quinn
by
was
number
there,
7.
but I think Rouleau stole it from Quinn, and we got ourselves a blowout, John.
12:50, the time of the goal. Dan Wildfong. And there is the answer to the Eagles. See no evil, hear no evil.
I don't think.
Morgan Say is in goal for the Eagles.
And this also continues the trend of the Brahmas knocking out a goalie with a really lofty reputation.
But this comes too late for Colorado.
Yeah.
Not much of a chance from here on for the Eagles in this one, trailing by 4 goals, under 7 minutes to play.
Game 7 against Odessa, they knocked out Toivonen with an 8-1 win. Next time they're in this barn, they knock out Penner with 6 goals. So for a team that lived on defense all year, that's 14 goals and 2 back-to-back pressure-packed games.
And against Colorado, the Brahmas now with 16 goals. 15, is that right? Yeah, 15 goals. In the first 3 games, Kanunen trying to work free.
I don't think Colorado expected that. I don't think Texas expected that. They
I
have
don't
to be
think
using a calculator to add up their goals here in game 3. I think Colorado expected to be a much lower scoring series.
Skorchinski with an attempt. That was the 35th of the night. .6:02 remaining.
34 shots, 6 goals, but again, all set up by the power play. It got things going. It gave the Brahmas, allowed them to control the pace of the game, and just a silly play by Reeder. Something he said to the ref for a 5-minute major, and that broke this game wide open, and actually might have broken this series wide open.
Riley Nelson comes off. He may have been shaken up for Colorado. 5:42 left. So the Brahmas have had 2 goals tonight by Skorchinski. Quinn, Bonga, Jacobson, and Rouleau.
That last goal looked like Quinn or Rouleau could have poked that one in. That was.
Copies of tonight's Texas Brahmas game and all other games we've covered on Metro Sports can be purchased through our website, www.metrosportstexas.com, or you can call 817-522-5302. See the complete list of games and the teams we've covered on the website. Metro Sports, your team here. Little ice maintenance in front of the Brahmas bench. And a chance for a breather for the referee, Mr. Wiebe. And the two linesmen, Jordan Crowell and Chris Petrin.
You know, and Kevin McClellan's doing something smart here, the coach of Colorado. Not unlike what we saw Greg Popovich do with the Spurs in that Mavericks blowout game when he pulled his starters and just said, we'll fight again another night. You don't want your goalie just to be so psychologically battered that he can't come back in 2 nights for games 4 and 5. So take him out, let the backup absorb some of this punishment and live to fight another game. That's basically the white flag from Colorado. 6-2 and pull your goalie.
Brahmas trying to avenge that Game 3 loss last year in this building to Colorado, or rather they beat Colorado 5-2. And they lead 6-2 here. 5:10 to play. Travis Bunga. Matt Berto on the ice. Here's DeCosta of Colorado. That's off the stick of Mike Valinga. Under 5 minutes. Everyone here will stay to the end and celebrate a Brahmas victory in Game 3. Schneekloff tied up. Fred Yeager out of the nets briefly.
Brahmas coax this baby home, and they're putting themselves in the position, John, not to have to leave the state of Texas again when they lift the cup. Like we said, games 4 and 5, Tuesday and Wednesday night back here in NYTEX, and Brahmas win 2 more home games, and it's over.
Icing the call with 4:26 to play. So a chance to see the Brahmas again this coming week, 2 more times in this building, and maybe a championship cup will be presented. Greg McConnell will face off with Kevin Ulansky. Now Quinn replaces McConnell. Matt Quinn on the face-off. A little bit of a miscommunication there. 4:13 left. As soon as it is touched. And a penalty.
Colorado's lost their composure. There's no doubt. And that's shocking from a team that's 4 of the last 6 years have been in the President's Cup. They're acting like a team that hasn't been here and really can't handle the situation, and that's surprising.
And now they have to think, well, we're here for the duration possibly, and you know, all is not lost in Game 3, but you would like to have a better showing than they put on today. Number 9, Kevin Ulansky with a 2-minute penalty.
This was a 2-2 hockey game. Late in the second, it looked like Colorado had the momentum. And the great play by Benedict up the right side. Bunga scored off a falling shot on the rebound.
That made it 3-2.
3-2, and that seems like years ago. Since then, it's just been an absolute avalanche of Brahmas domination.
That's a nice Colorado term, an avalanche. Right
like
back
that.
at him here. 3:35 left to play. The Texas Brahmas about to take a 2-1 lead. Matt Quinn open. Didn't get all of it over to Skorchinski. Back in the middle, and here comes Ed McGrane. Trying to get it over number 89, Greg Pankowitz.
You know, I think with Colorado's record during the regular season, their experience, having been in this series 4 of the last 6 years, I think Texas came in as the underdog, but through 3 games.
Yeah, you might be right as a mild underdog.
Through 3 games, there's no doubt who the better team has been.
McConnell with a wrister.
Colorado's only win came in overtime. Texas won Game 1 with a nice rally in the third, and today just absolutely dominant.
2:42 to play. Fred Hammond around a trio of Brahmas. Nothing happening there with 2:27 to play.
Other than McGrain, Colorado just hasn't been able to get anything past Yeager. Not even really anything on him, really. I mean, a few shots we've seen, he's just smothered, not getting up a lot of rebounds, and Colorado's got to generate. Again, the highest scoring team in the league this year. They've got to generate some offense from somebody other than McGrain if they're going to get back in this series.
Shot on goal by Beatty about 90 feet.
That was a three-pointer.
Yeah. And one. 35 shots on goal for the Brahmas, 21 for the Eagles. So the most goals scored by any team in this series, 6 tonight by the Brahmas, a minute 37 to play. Orchinsky and Bernie there. Bo Sewell getting to it. And now the chant beginning here at the NYTEC Sports Center. That one to the left of Yeager. Substitutions for the Eagles. And it can't end quick enough for Colorado. Minute 5.
Yeah, Colorado's shell-shocked. They didn't expect to be down this series 2-1. They sure didn't expect to allow 6 goals, have their goalie yanked, and just be totally outplayed. They've got a lot of regrouping to do before game 4.
Haddon falling down with an attempt. And another follow-up by Adam Hogg. And another save by Brett Yeager, who entered this period with 13 saves.
Colorado's got to find a way to win a game in this barn, or they will not go back to Colorado. They will lose the trophy, and that's a tall order. With this win, 32-6-1 this year, Texas Brahmas at the NYTEC Center.
The Southeast Division against the Northwest Division. So a happy bunch of Brahma fans, a few of them beginning to leave here. Under a minute. Here's Adams trying to center it to Hammond.
To win the President's Cup, you have to win 12 playoff games. The Brahmas now have 10. You can sort of smell it in this building. You kind of sense the fans. They feel it too.
They'll be 10-4 now in postseason, as both teams trying to skate off the final 20 seconds. Hogg with a shot.
Standing ovation, cowbells. Thankfully the shirts are on, but this baby is all but over.
3.2 as they stop play. They're amid a sea of purple.
And one last penalty, one last cross check, one last bit of desperation, frustration from the Eagles.
That's going to be assessed to Jason Beatty, number 20. Really doesn't matter at this point. Well, it's going to be a come-to-Jesus meeting this week for the Eagles, isn't it?
Well, it's a quick meeting. They got to be right back in this barn Tuesday night for game 4.
They won't have much time. Face off at center ice, Matt Quinn and Adam Hogg. 2-1, and that'll do it. The Texas Brahmas take a 2-1 lead. Brett Yeager being congratulated as the Texas Brahmas now go to 10-4 in the playoffs. Colorado 9-4 in postseason play. Skorchinski with a couple of goals tonight. Matt Quinn, Travis Bunga, Jacobson in the act, along with Pete Rouleau. Very impressive, Richie, after a 1-0 first period lead. The Brahmas got stronger as the game went on.
Yeah, they followed the blueprint that's worked all year, and that's score first, dictate the pace, score on your power plays, kill off some penalties, rely on Yeager, and it'll frustrate teams. We've seen it time and again. These playoffs, teams get frustrated, start taking silly penalties, and that's when the Brahmas break it open.
So
8 goals in Game 7, 6 goals tonight. They look unstoppable at this point.
This team now 9-0 in scoring the first goal in the playoffs. There's Bunga's set up. And then Skorchinski on the other side.
That was
beating
Rulo just
Say,
poking it in.
or rather Rulo, Morgan Say, in for Andrew Penner. As the Brahmas win at 6-2 later this week, Game 4 here at the NYTEX Sports Center. As the Texas Brahmas take a 2-1 lead. For our entire Time Warner Cable Metro Sports crew, everyone here for the Texas Brahmas, and for Richie Witt, this is John Nelson saying our final score, the Texas Brahmas 6, the Colorado Eagles 2. Thanks for watching Texas Brahmas hockey on Metro Sports.